Welcome children in bio class. Children, I am going to explain you Mendel's experiment. Gregor John Mendel conducted breeding experiment taking golden pea Pygium sativum. Mendel carried out his experiment on the common golden pea plant. He observed 7 contrasting characters in Pygium sativum. The characters which were observed by the Gregor John Mendel and which he used in his experiment was, first was height of the plant. So what are the contrasting features of the height? Some plants were tall and some plants were dwarf. Second was position of flower or position of pod. In that, some flowers were found in the axial. Axial means between the stem and leaf. Some flowers are terminal in some plant. There were 2 varieties of the plants. In some plant, flowers were axial and in some plants, flowers were terminal. Terminal means flowers were found at the apex. Third was color of the flower. In some plants, flower were red color and in some plants, flower were white color. Next was shape of the pod. So you know, children, this is the pod, and in this seeds are found. In some plants, pods were inflated, but in the some plants, the pods were constricted like this, and seeds were found here. So this is the inflated and this one is constricted. Other was color of the pod. In the color of this pod in some plants was of green color and in some plant it was yellow color. Next character he took shape of the seed. So some plant seeds were round and some plant seeds were wrinkled like this. So round and wrinkled. Color of the seed coat and cotyledons, yellow and green. So these are the 7 pairs of contrasting character. So children, you have to know which 7 pairs of contrasting traits studied by Mendel in sweet pea, that were height of the plant, tall and dwarf, position of flower, axial and terminal, color of flower, red and white, shape of the pod, inflated and constricted, color of pod, green and yellow, shape of the seed, round and wrinkled, color of the seed coat, that was yellow and green. So taking these 7 pair of contrasting characters, Gregor John Mendel conducted experiment. In these characters, Mendel told there one is dominant, other was recessive. As in the height of the plant, tall is the dominant and dark character is the recessive. In the position of flower, axial is dominant and terminal is recessive. Color of flower, red is dominant and white is recessive. Shape of the pod, this inflated is dominant, constricted is recessive. Color of the pod, green is dominant, yellow recessive. Shape of the seed, round is dominant, wrinkled is recessive. Color of seed coat, yellow is dominant and green recessive. So these are the dominant and recessive. So how he got which one is the dominant and which one was recessive? When he made the cross between the pure tall, he made a cross between the pure tall plant and pure dwarf. In the first generation, the plants which were produced, what is the character of that? That is called dominant. So when Gregor John Mendel made the cross between the pure tall and pure dwarf, in the first generation, all tall plants were produced. Therefore, he told tall is the dominant. Like this, he decided which character is the dominant and which one is the recessive. Taking pure tall, pure dwarf, or pure red and pure white, made a cross in the first generation, which character is expressed, that is the dominant, and which character is suppressed, that is the recessive. Children, you have to study how Gregor John Mendel conducted breeding experiment. So Mendel's breeding experiment was conducted in 3 steps. In that, first step is selection of pure line of parent plants. So for that, Mendel allowed self-pollination in pea plant for several generations. And after the several generation, then he selected bred to their character. So pure breeding plants are homozygous. They show stable inheritance of character and same expression of character generation after generation. So what is the pure breeding plant? Means pure breeding plants are homozygous. Pure breeding plants show stable inheritance of character and same expression of character generation after generation. A pure line plant is established only after several generations of self-pollination. Now second step is hybridization of pure plant. In the pea plant, self-pollination is. The pea plant is a self-pollinating plant. But Mendel took great care to avoid the chances of self-pollination. So how he had avoided the chances of self-pollination? Mendel selected the male parent plant and female parent plants. Here, for example, you take this pure tall. Pure tall are male parent plant and pure dwarf are female parent plant. This is the male plant and this one is female plant. It means anther of this pure tall plant have to transfer on the stigma. But this flower of pure dwarf plant is bisexual. It means male and female both parts are present in the same flower. To prevent the possibility of self-pollination, anther from this female pure dwarf plant is removed before the stigma was fully mature. So removal of anther for preventing the self-pollination before the maturation of stigma is called emasculation. Emasculation. So you have to know what is the emasculation. Emasculation is removal of anther, that is the male part of the flower, from the bisexual flower before the maturation of stigma, is called emasculation. After that, when stigma get mature, anther of the pure tall plant was transferred. So there is the pure tall, their allelomorph is capital T, allelomorph is alternative form of the genes, and this is the small t. When they are going to produce the gamete has only represented TT, and I told there is the cross pollination, means anther pollen grains from the anther of pure tall transfer to the stigma of pure dwarf. Then this is the cross pollination. After the cross pollination, the plants which produced, it was found these plants are tall, mean their phenotype of the progeny plant is like to their one parent. So I told, when there is the cross between pure tall and pure dwarf, the progeny produced, the phenotype means observable characters, that is called phenotype. Phenotype of this progeny is like to their, similar to their one parent. So similar to which parent is, that parent is called dominant parent, other is recessive parent. Character of that parent plant is dominant, other is recessive. So in this way, these are the progeny F1 generation, and these are parental generation. But some told male character is dominant, therefore he has conducted reciprocal cross. So children, you have to know what is the reciprocal cross. See, normal cross is conducted in that tall plants are male plant and dwarf plants are female plant. Means two. Now next time again cross breeding experiment was conducted, and tall plant become female and dwarf plants become male. I told there are two cross breeding experiments. In the first cross breeding experiment, tall plants are male and dwarf plants are female. It means pollen grains from the anther of tall transfer to the stigma of dwarf. But in the second cross breeding experiment, tall plant become female and dwarf plants become male. It means pollen grain from the anther of dwarf plant transfer to the stigma of tall plant. In both cases, it was found the progeny, means in the first filial generation, which progeny were produced, they are having the same character. So this is the reciprocal cross. Reciprocal cross, it's so that anyone is male or female, but in the first generation, character of only one parent is expressed, other parent's character is hidden. So which character is expressed, which phenotype is visible, that is the dominant, and which one is hidden, not visible, that is recessive. After that, the progeny which were produced in the F1 generation, there was the self-breeding in F1 hybrid to get F2 offspring. There was one was the parental generation, then F1 generation, now is F2 generation. So F1 generation progeny are produced when there is the cross breeding experiment between the pure tall and pure dwarf. But progeny in the F2 generation are produced when there is the self cross among the progeny which were produced in F1 generation. And the progeny of F2 generation, it was found 75% progeny are having the dominant character and 25% progeny are having the recessive character. It means if you are making the cross between the pure tall and pure dwarf, the ratio between tall and dwarf in the F2 generation is 3:1. Like this, if you are taking red flower and white flower, then also 75% in F2 generation are red, 25% in F2 generation are white, and the ratio is 3:1. So this was the experiment that was conducted by Gregor John Mendel. Children, you have to know, for making the cross, if only one character is taken at a time, so that is called monohybrid cross. Monohybrid cross. So what is the monohybrid cross? A cross between the two pure parents taking pair of contrasting character, one pair of contrasting character. One pair of contrasting character is taken, so that is monohybrid cross. If a cross between the two parents taking two pair of contrasting character, two pairs as we are taking shape of the seed and color of seed coat, or we are taking shape of the pod and color of pod together, like position of flower and color of flower together. So that is called dihybrid cross. That is dihybrid cross. So a cross between the two parents taking two pair of contrasting characters. Like this, more than two has taken, then that is called polyhybrid cross. So these are the experiments which were conducted by Gregor John Mendel. On the basis of these experiments, Gregor John Mendel formulated three laws, that is called Mendel's law of inheritance. That three laws of the Mendel's are: first law is law of dominance. Second is law of segregation. It is also known as law of purity of gametes. And third is law of independent, that is law of independent assortment. So these three laws has given. Law of dominance and law of segregation you can understand taking the example of monohybrid cross. But law of independent assortment you have to take the dihybrid cross.